Good morning, everyone. My name's Nicole Traum, and you're watching Lee Health's Healthcare Heroes Self-Care Moment. Happy Monday. Happy Labor Day. We are moving into another week, and therefore we have another theme. And this week, our theme is about allowing ourselves to refill our cup. So throughout our week, throughout our days, throughout our months and years, we're constantly giving. I don't know about you, but I am, at least. I know a lot of people are giving, right? So we're giving to our family, we're giving to our friends, we're giving to our work, we're giving to our neighbors, we're giving to the people that we're around. And so what happens is we're constantly pouring out, pouring out, pouring out. And in order to really give authentically, we need to be able to refill. So we need to take time to pause and let someone or something fill that back up. And that's where the practice of yoga and mindfulness does come in. It allows us to find those places of stillness, of quietness, of places where we get to feel a little bit better in our body. And that does a huge deal. It has a huge impact on our bodies and in our lives. When we constantly are running on empty, right? Like we wouldn't drive our car until it ran out of gas because then it wouldn't go anymore. And we don't really think of our bodies like that, right? But over time, when we constantly are running on empty, eventually you're going to be so exhausted, right? Or you may even get sick. So it's important to find those ways to refill. So we're going to work today on some feel-good stuff, especially since it's Monday and it's a holiday, but feeling that stillness, allowing yourself to find that steadiness in your body. So let's start by sitting up nice and tall. You can place your feet on the floor right underneath your knees. Sit up tall, bring your hand to the top of your head so you can really feel your spine lengthen. Try and keep that length as you lower your hand. And then we'll start with a little bit of breath. So let's take a big breath in and a big breath out. Filling up and then emptying it all out. Giving yourself space here to fill up. Allowing yourself the space to empty. Maybe even bring a hand to your belly here. Feel your belly filling up as you inhale. And then allow it to start to empty as you exhale. Big inhale. And big exhale. Okay, let's do one more round of breath. Big inhale. Big exhale. Good. And as you come back through center now, let's just start with some circles in our seat. So moving around, feeling your body start to release a little, maybe checking in with your hips, your low back, your low belly, allowing those muscles to start to soften and release a little bit more. And then noticing that direction, you can pause and go around in the opposite way. So just moving round and round. That's it. Feeling yourself starting to soften, starting to let go a little bit. So if you're up with me this morning, thanks for tuning in. Thank yourself for taking time for yourself, whether you're watching this in the morning or whenever you're watching it. And then come on back through center. Inhale, roll your shoulders onto your back. Open your heart, open your chest. And as you exhale, you can round and pull your belly in. So big inhale, rolling those shoulders back, lifting your heart. And then exhale as you round. Good. Inhale and exhale. And let's add our arms now. So as you inhale, open your arms nice and wide. Exhale as you round and reach your fingers forward. So inhale, opening up. As I'm doing this, my back is like popping. It should feel really good. Inhaling. Good. And exhaling. Let's do two more. Inhale, opening up. Good. Exhaling as you round. And then this time as you inhale, stay open. Bring those hands back a little more. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other. And then just start to turn your head. So turn your head to the right and to the left. Feel your spine nice and long as you breathe and connect into what you've got, into who you are. Good. And as you come back through center, bring your right arm down and just start to stretch your left arm up. So you can stretch it straight up towards the ceiling. Press down with your left hip. Take another deep breath. That's it. Good. And then come all the way out. Bring your left elbow down. Reach your right arm up. So just stretching and lengthening here. Big opening into the side body. Good. And then come all the way out. Roll your shoulders onto your back. We're going to come and stretch our legs out now. So I'm going to scoot back a little bit. Bring your knees wider than your chair and just come on around and make some circles here. So just coming around and round, feeling your hips releasing, feeling your seat softening. You're even going to feel your inner thighs start to stretch a little. Let yourself breathe and connect. Think about every movement, every breath is refilling your cup. Come in the other direction now, just going around and around, nice and slow, nice and steady. That's it. Perfect job. Good. As you come back through center now, let's inhale our arms up, stretch up tall, keep your knees pressing out. As you exhale, lean forward. Big inhale coming up, reaching nice and tall. Exhale as you reach and extend. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. That's it. Reaching arms up and then bowing forward. Perfect. And then we'll come all the way up and just hook your thumbs now and go side to side. So just letting yourself start to reach over and over. Feeling that side body stretch, pressing down through your feet. Perfect. And then come all the way back. Bring your legs back in towards each other. Come back around in your circles. So just making sure that all those muscles in your hips and your seat feel good. Let yourself breathe here. Feel that connection. And then change your direction, going round and round again. Perfect. All right, as you come back up through center, we're gonna come up to standing. So as you come up to standing here, lean forward. Make sure you're forward in your chair, nose over your toes. Use the strength of your legs to come on up. And then grab your chair. You can go to the back of your chair, and we'll come in towards a downward facing dog. So down dog's really a staple in yoga, and it's a great way to stretch. I love to do it on the chair or even on the wall. So you can do it right here, bringing your hands to the chair, walking yourself back so that your arms and your legs are straight, and then kind of reach your booty back a little. And let's start with a couple of bends and straighten. So bend your knees and straighten them. Try and keep your thighs reaching back, your booty reaching back. Feel that sensation of the muscles hugging onto the bone. That's it. Breathing nice and deep. Good. Now keep your legs straight and just start to move your hips now side to side. So wagging your tail, reaching out through the back of the hips. Perfect. And then you'll walk back in, and as you come back in, you can come up to standing, stretching your arms up if you can, and we'll come right back to our down dog. So just walking back, stretching out long, bending and straightening the legs. That's it. Feeling the back of the legs really lengthening here. Breathing nice and deep. Good. And now keep those legs straight. Move your hips side to side. Perfect. All right, so we're going to come in and do a little twist here. So I'm going to start by taking my right arm up and then exhale and swing it through. So inhale up, exhale through, inhale opening, exhale twisting. So this movement's going to allow us to soften after we come out of this. So only go where your body allows. One more. That's it. Good. And then come in with the other side. So your left arm's going to come up. Inhale and then exhale it through. Inhale and exhale. Good. Lifting and then reaching. 2 more. Just feeling yourself twisting and stretching. Perfect. As you come back to this one, come back to your downward facing dog, stretching your hips back, moving your thighs, wagging your tail. Let yourself breathe. We'll take 2 more deep breaths here. Big inhales and big exhales. Good. And then walk all the way in. You can stretch your arms up and overhead as you lean back. And we're going to come into a forward bend now. So if you want to walk around to the front of your chair, do that now. And coming towards the front of the chair, you can use the seat of your chair. So I like this as a forward bend because a lot of times we can't touch the floor. A lot of times my students, new students especially, can't touch the floor because the legs are really tight. So this way you don't overdo it. Make sure your toes are pointing forward. Your feet are about 2 fist distance apart. And then bring your hands to your chair. And you can start here by reaching your seat back and then lifting it up towards the ceiling as you straighten. So bending and straightening. Good. Do that a few times. 1 more. And then keep those legs straight. Look forward so you can reach your heart forward, lengthen your spine, and then exhale and bow over your straight legs. So inhale, looking up. Exhale, bowing in. Good. And some of you might be able to do this with your hands on your knees. Some of you might be able to even do it with your hands on the floor. But we want to make space. 2 more. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. And then this next time as you come forward, you can stay there. And what's nice about having the chair here is you can actually rest your elbows on it as you bow in. And just start to shift your weight side to side, forward to back. Noticing how your body feels. Let's take another deep breath here. And then very slowly start to walk yourself on up. Come all the way up to standing and then make your way back to your chair. So coming back into your seat, sitting however feels comfortable for you, and then checking back in. So checking in with your body and with your breath, And we'll sit up nice and tall. Right, so thinking about refilling that cup. So many things in our life that we're pouring out and we're pouring out and we're pouring out. So things like movement and breath and meditation, they all start to refill us. But sometimes it's a little bit too big for us to even manage, right? So just starting with one little breath, starting with one moment of finding stillness will start to open that door. So know that you don't have to do this forever for the longest part of your day, right? But if you start by setting aside some time for yourself, you will start to feel that refilling happening. So as you're sitting up nice and tall, feel yourself lengthening here. Roll your shoulders onto your back a few times. You should feel pretty good in your body that you can actually start to settle back. Even lean forward here, kind of scoot forward to get your seat back, and then lean back into your chair. You're gonna feel a little bit of a curve in your low back. Feeling yourself soften, shoulders onto the back, lengthening up. Start with your eyes open and just take a couple deep breaths. Inhaling and exhaling, filling up and emptying out. One more round. Big inhale, big exhale. Closing your eyes here. Start to soften, start to release. Think about each breath here filling your cup, and your cup might be bone dry at this point, and that's okay. But every time you allow yourself to have one breath, one mindful moment, it starts to refill it. So giving yourself the space to explore that today. Notice your inhale and notice your exhale. You can start to feel your body softening down into the support of your chair. That's it. Lean back a little, rolling your shoulders back, feeling yourself as you sit tall. And then start to notice things around you. It's a little quieter this morning. I don't hear as much traffic outside. My house is still asleep. Maybe it's quieter by you, or maybe you hear sounds. Start to notice any sensations. Is the air cool or is it warm? The way your clothing feels on your body. And even start to notice now your breath. Notice your inhale. Notice your exhale. Let it fill you up as you inhale and empty you out as you exhale. Just connecting with what you've got, with who you are. Remembering each breath is there to refill you. Good. Let's take a few more deep breaths here, inhaling and exhaling, letting your jaw release, your neck release. Feel your shoulders soften onto your back. Allow your hips to relax down. Give yourself permission here to just find that quietness that you crave. Maybe it involves a little movement. Maybe it involves looking around every once in a while. That's okay. Giving yourself the space to just be connected, refilling with each round of breath. We're going to take 6 more breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling. 1. Inhaling. Exhaling. 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Inhale. Exhale. 4. Inhale. Exhale. 5. Inhaling and exhaling. 6. Good. Come on back to the presence of the room now. Start to bring some movement to your fingers and to your toes. You can take a full body stretch if you want, stretching out your arms, stretching out your legs. Bringing yourself back here to that present moment, and then bringing your hands back in front of your heart. So we honor this practice of slowing down, of refilling, and so it might become part of our everyday practice. Every part of our lives, we close today bowing to each other. So I bow to your courageousness. Namaste. Thanks so much for tuning in. This has been Nicole Traum with Lee Health's Healthcare Heroes Self-Care Moment. We'll be back tomorrow at 6:40 a.m. Hope to see you then. Please feel free to watch this whenever you want and to share this with your friends. So have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will see you all soon. Bye, everybody.